Welcome back. Many would contend 100 years old and still working in any job is pretty incredible. But a 100-year-old still farming? That is happening about an hour south of the Twin Cities in a town appropriately called Farmington. And as Sammy Selena finds out, this centenarian farmer is cultivating far more than crops.
Based on how fast Glenn Doubles drives his ATV through his Farmington farm,
He's too fast. Yeah, I have to tell him to slow down.
you wouldn't be able to tell that in recent years he has slowed down.
He seems like he listens.
And that's to his wife, Joanne's relief.
From there on, I'm not real sure.
He and his family has farmed this land for about 70 years.
Yeah, all my ancestors were farmers.
And if you reap what you sow,
Oh, the thirsty boy arrives.
today is a testament
Just a minute. Your hearing aid.
to his successful harvest, not only of crops,
I didn't expect all these people.
but in life.
I'm going to celebrate my 100th birthday, which is today.
His church, Bethel's Rock, threw him a huge party.
Oh, you got my army uniform there.
Generations of family members
Your great Uncle Glenn.
and old friends are celebrating.
Happy birthday, Glenn. You're 100, so that's got to be pretty good, huh?
And centenarians run in the family.
My father was 102 and my grandfather was 103.
My dad's trying to beat a record of an aunt that turned 105.
Brad Doubles is one of Glenn and Joanne's 4 kids.
Both of them have just meant a lot to a lot of people over the years.
How you doing? Good. How are
Who have seen him grow friendship
They've kind of been adopted grandparents to our children.
after friendship.
I'm still farming. They wouldn't let me quit.
It's true, he's still doing chores like cutting grass. Although he is not on the cutting edge of technology, and he has always used traditional machinery, not modern equipment.
I'm computer ignorant.
A few years ago, he accepted more help,
Physically, I can't lift things like I used to.
though farming hasn't gotten easier.
It's unbelievable, the cost of things. I just can't figure out how you can make any profit.
Minnesota led the country in farm bankruptcies during the first quarter of 2026.
The cost of everything you buy skyrocketed.
The cost of fertilizer, fuel, and machinery has surged, and farmers have reported decreased incomes and spending.
I'm glad I'm old as I am. I'd hate to start farming now.
But this hasn't been his hardest season.
We lost our youngest son in a car accident. It was hard, yeah, because he was starting to farm here too. He was helping me with all the farm work, and when I lost him, there was nobody else to take over.
They leaned on their faith and their community.
Came out here right away and just helped us through.
It's the Lord that's helped us through this time.
Congratulations. This is a big day for you.
Yeah.
It's a big day for all of us. We love you.
On his birthday, he was honored with House proclamations, a letter from the president.
The Lord has been so good to bring us so many friends.
But his favorite gifts
Hi. Oh.
didn't come with a bow.
Hi, Violet. I just want to thank you because you've been good friends for years and years and years.
He cultivated this community. Now, he's reaping the harvest. Sammy Solina, KARE 11 News.
Happy birthday indeed. A Washburn High School teacher brought students back to the basics by ditching technology for half the school year. Here's Heidi Wigdahl with more.
Are you with me? Can I get your eyes, please?
Teaching in 2026 comes with all kinds of distractions. So in South Minneapolis at Washburn High School,
Table 4, do I have your phones? Table 5.
Maureen Mulvaney took the technology and left it at the door.
I was frustrated. I'm battling all the time plagiarism, and I'm battling the phones, and I'm battling the computers. The kids are gaming, they're shopping, they're engaging in social media instead of engaging with each other and with me.
All right, questions?
Mulvaney, an AP Lit and English teacher, told her sophomore classes at the beginning of the year they would be going back to the basics. No phones, no Chromebooks, just a pencil and paper.
I sent out an email to parents saying, here's what I want to do. And they replied, what do you need? And I said, paper. I got so much paper. I had stacks.
They started small.
I told the kids this is like lifting weights. You don't go in and you don't start with 80 pounds.
10 minutes of sustained silent reading turned to 30. A half-page handwritten grew to 6. Because students needed to prepare for their AP Lit test on a computer, the project ended in February.
How many of you, would have preferred to keep doing the no tech for the rest of the school year?
It was honestly really fun. I enjoyed not being on tech, and I think that everyone connected a little bit more.
It's just very important to learn how to write before you learn how to write with the assistance of technology, because in the end it will lead to better writing.
A survey of the students found that more than 95% considered it a success.
On a Chromebook, I might be tempted to maybe look something up, find a definition for something, but when I'm on paper, I feel like I can use my writing for me.
Nearly 80% said it was easier to think and organize their thoughts on paper than a computer screen.
It doesn't give you any excuses to just quick do something else, just quick, I'm just gonna check this, I'm just gonna, finish that up. You're just focused. The only thing that's in front of you is a sheet of paper.
They no longer relied on Google, but each other.
Since I had a question, I can just talk to the person next to me because they probably had the same question and we're probably wondering the same thing.
Students became more deeply connected by disconnecting with technology.
We've been playing hacky sack at our school a lot, and there's some groups of kids I never would have even asked to join if I hadn't taken the time in this class to talk to them.
We're having a lot of trouble in education. And I think what my kids told us was that there's a solution. Just remove all the distractions and we can get our kids back.
Heidi Wigdahl with a fascinating story about maybe the future of more schools in this state. Also in the survey, in September, 46% of her students reported confidence in their reading abilities. By February, the number increased to 96%. Mulvaney said she hopes to do it again next school year. Stick with us, we got more news and weather coming up after the break.